Hey guys, Reginald Duck here, back today with another deck profile. So today I've got an updated Fluffal list because there has been a lot of new support, so I wanted to really show it off to you, show how I like to play the deck with the new support. So without any further ado, let's get right into the deck profile. So for the main deck, I'm playing 3 copies of Fluffal Dog. I think that's very standard. One of the best openers because it's just the searcher, gets you all your additional cards, gets you an edge imp if you need it. 3 copies of Frightfur Bear in lovely shatter foil, which is sadly highest rarity, but you know, still great card. Gotta play 2 or 3. I play 3. 2 copies of Fluffal Penguin, again really great card. Helps you draw through the deck. Fluffal Wings, again another draw card, really just helps, you know, turbo through the deck, get to your fusion spells, which is what you really need. 1 copy of Fluffal Cat, 1 copy of Fluffal Owl. I still like this. I feel it gets you a fusion spell more than it bricks, so you really need a fusion spell, otherwise you literally can't play. So again, 1 copy of that. That's it for the Fluffals. I don't play Dolphin, I don't rate it, which I know is controversial, but I don't think it's that good. Then you've got 3 copies of Edge of Scythe. Really fantastic card, helps you go in second. It's just an extra hand trap, and it also helps you extend because you start out with a Frightfur in your turn. Really fantastic card. 3 copies of Edge Imp Chain. Again, just helps you get to Poly, helps you get to Patchwork. Probably the best Edge Imp, I'd say. Really gets you through the deck. And lastly, 1 copy of Edge Imp Sabers. You need to play it because of its name, but it's not actually that good for its effect. For the last 3 monsters, 3 copies of Nibiru. This is a blind second build, so you just want to play the best hand trap. So I'm playing 3 of this. Also siding a lot of other hand traps, but this and the Edge Imp Scythe are your main forms of interruption. For the spells, we've got 3 copies of Toy Vendor. The fact this isn't once per turn is ludicrous. I absolutely love this card. 3 copies of Frightfur Patchwork. The fact this is searchable makes the deck so much better, but also just you're able to get to Poly, get to whichever edge imp you need, really helps. Helps you also end on savers, you know, if you are going for more than 1 turn. 3 copies of Poly. It's the fusion spell. 3 Foolish Burial Goods, helps send Toy Vendor, get you a free search. Absolutely fantastic. Just helps you abuse Toy Vendor even more. 3 Called by the Grave to stop lots of different hand traps, because you don't want to get Ash, you don't want to get Drawled, you search and draw a lot in this deck, so you also don't want to get Veiled or anything. 2 copies of Frightfur Fusion. Really good card. The reason I played 2 is because you can actually resolve 2 with the Verte Anaconda, so sometimes that does come up. And lastly, the 1 Frightfur Factory, because it's searchable and it's essentially another Poly or an extender, so I do still like this. So that's it for the main deck. Onto the extra deck, I'm playing 3 copies of Sabertooth. There's a lot of 3-ofs in this extra deck. I could probably make it a bit tighter, but this is how I'm playing at the minute. I'm going to locals with this just after I finish this video. So 3 copies of Sabertooth. 3 copies of Kraken. I really like these cards. I think these are your staples of the deck that you can win with just Sabertooth and Kraken. So 3 and 3. I'm playing 3 of the new Cruel Whale. I don't know if I'll keep this at 3 or if I'll downgrade it to 2, but I didn't really know what else to put in, so thought I might as well go for 3 copies of Cruel Whale. 2 copies of Frightfur Tiger. I really rate this card. It's worth playing 2 of because you can summon it from grave, well, summon it with Frightfur Fusion as well as with Poly, so you can actually get 2 uses as long as, you know, they're not on the field at the same time. 2 copies of Untus. The reason I'm playing this is for the Dogmatica matchup. I know some people have got that stuff at my locals, so if they try and attack my extra deck, I want to be able to punish them. So playing 2 copies of this. I'm playing 1 Frightfur Wolf. This card is silly. Like, it doesn't come up that often, but every now and then your Frightfur Fusion banish everything and just attack 10 times this card. And lastly, the one link I play is Verte Anaconda. This card is broken. If you're down one fusion spell or whatever, you can just use this to push for game. So really fantastic card. Now onto the side deck. I've sided mostly for going second, even though I'm a going second deck, because there are a lot of powerful combo boards. But my going first cards are 3 copies of Heatwave, because I don't want to go first at all. I just want to skip the turn, then they skip their turn, then I OTK them. 3 copies of Impermanence, because it's going first and going second card. It's one of the most versatile cards in the game, but also helps against, like Mermail, which is a big problem at my locals. So then for my going second cards, 2 evenly matched, 2 Dark Ruler. The reason I've cut these down to 2 each is that they cost the battle phase. 2 Lightning Storm, because I really don't want to lose to like silly back row decks or silly combo decks. Then just 2 Ash and the 1 Veiler. The reason I'm playing 2 and 1 is because I wasn't sure which one's better this format, so I wanted to just play some of each. So it really depends, but I do like both. So that's it for the side deck. Thank you very much for watching. I have really enjoyed making this video, and I'm going to make a video next week about how I did at this hobby league. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.